A very good morning to my class 10th students. I hope you are having a good Saturday today, and today is Nag Panchami also, so I wish you Nag Panchami also. May Lord Shiva fulfill all your dreams and you achieve good marks in your board exams. We were doing the chapter Globalization and Indian Economy, and our today's topic is foreign trade and its important role. Yesterday I did multinational corporations. I shared the videos how multinational corporations work, what is the importance of multinational corporations, and what are multinational corporations. I hope you have understood the video, you have read the notes. This chapter is in its last stage, and with this chapter your economics part will be fully complete. So I'll be revising it, moving on to history, geography and other parts. So let's move on to foreign trade. What is foreign trade? Foreign trade means when good of one country is allowed to be sold in the other country. Means two markets, domestic market and foreign markets, they have the same goods. Means the domestic market is having the foreign good and the foreign market is having the domestic good. Foreign trade means when the Bata shoes of India are allowed to be sold in New York, Washington, London, and the Apple iPhone of America is sold in India. Foreign trade means the goods are allowed to be sold outside the boundary of the country into a different nation, that is known as foreign trade. Foreign itself means from the other country. Trade means give and take, means you give the goods and you take the goods. But there are certain limitations on it. The government of India decides which good should come in the market and in what quantity. The first priority is Indian companies. They should take care of the things that Indian companies should not suffer. If all the foreign goods will be in the Indian market, how will Indian companies survive? So foreign trade means the trading of goods. So what are some of the advantages? If foreign trade is being promoted, there must be some advantages of foreign trade. Let's see. Foreign trade gives opportunity to the producers to reach buyers in domestic market and sell their goods in the countries of the world. Obviously, first point, it allows the Indian companies to sell their goods worldwide, global, and it allows foreign countries to open their or sell their goods in India, open their shops in India. Likewise, you will see a number of foreign goods are sold in India. Everything that from jeans, Spiker jeans, US Polo, different jeans brand, to the brands of mobile phones, Samsung, Oppo, Vivo, Sony, different thing. In every sector you will go, you will find the foreign goods in India and Indian goods in. You will find the Patiala suits of Punjab being sold in Canada and Australia and America. The spices of India being sold in America, US, Europe, all these things. So this is because of foreign trade only. The foreign trade gives an opportunity. For the ordinary consumers, the foreign trade proves very useful because now best brands of different articles are produced all over, their choice of goods expands. Obviously, it gives more choices to the customers, more choices. Suppose you want to buy a shoe. I want to buy a shoe. I have Reebok, I have Nike, I have Spiker, I have Bata, I have Spark, I have different, means brands from all over the world are available in our local market. So it gives more choices to the customers. Customers get more and more choices of the things. And as a result of foreign trade, process of similar goods into tends to become, the rates become equal. There is competition in the market. The third point says the competition in the market द कंज्यूमर गेट्स द बेस्ट रेट्स. अब एक जूते की कॉस्ट अगर बाटा की 1,000 रुपए की है तो रिबॉक और उसको भी 1,000, 1,200, 1,400 में ही बेचना पड़ेगा. दे कैन नॉट सेल इट फॉर 10,000. इफ द सिमिलर प्रोडक्ट, इफ द सिमिलर क्वालिटी इज सोल्ड at 2,000 by some of the manufacturers, popular manufacturers, best brand manufacturer, then the other manufacturers also have to compete and the prices falls. This helps the customer. This helps the customer. You will see a number of mobile phones. You will start the range, you type the range 5,000 to 10,000. You will see at least 20 companies selling their mobile phones in the same range with the same quality, with the same features. It happens with the cars also. Car segment, small cars, WagonR, i10, Micra, Brio, every company with the same range, you will get the same car. You will move to 10 lakh, you will have Verna, you will have Honda City, you will have Ciaz. मतलब एक सेगमेंट में लगभग कस्टमर को कई वैरायटी है और प्राइसेस रिमेन्स द सेम. तो ये फायदा हुआ है बिकॉज ऑफ फॉरेन ट्रेड. दिस हैज बिकम अ बेनिफिट टू द कंट्रीज ऑफ द फॉरेन ट्रेड. And now some of the reasons why foreign trade and foreign investment by Indian government was not allowed just after the independence. You know, after the independence, India's industry was struggling, India was developing. So if foreign trade and foreign investment would have been allowed, the foreign companies were in good position. The Indian companies were not in good position to fight them. The foreign companies could have taken over the Indian market. पूरा का पूरा मार्केट इंडिया का फॉरेन कंपनीज ने टेक ओवर कर लिया होता, भर लिया होता. भारतीय कंपनियां सब बंद हो गई होती या उनके लिए ही बना रही होती. इंडियाज मार्केट वुड हैव नॉट डेवलप्ड. सो इंडियन गवर्नमेंट डिसाइडेड दैट इट इज बेटर टू प्रमोट इंडियन companies rather than importing the goods from foreign companies. So what the government planned that before 1991, I am repeating, only the important goods that are not